Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is JJ. I hope you guys are doing great. Today's pick a card is going to be all about your Shakti power. Yes, I know. I'm so excited and so pumped to do this pick a card. So before we go into it, like always, all the information is always in the description box below. How to book a reading, timestamps, podcast, all of that is always in the description box below. So let's talk a little bit about Shakti power. What do I mean by that? So this is energy, right? This is force. This is feminine power. Shakti energy is the dance of the cosmos, if you will. And it's the energy within everything. But what we're exploring here, and there's more to it, you guys, of course, and, always do your own research. But what we have here, what we're going to do the pick a card on, is I want to see what is blocking you when it comes to tapping into that Shakti power, right? Because there is this other part of the Shakti energy that remains hidden until it is awakened, whether this be through yoga or Kundalini or other means for that matter, and it's called the Antar Shakti. So that is what we're going to be exploring here, what that is for you and what is the main blockage. And, Shiva is the counterpart of this energy, the divine masculine, where Shakti is the divine feminine energy. So this is cosmic creativity, and we're going to be looking at what is the blockage. Why are we not allowing ourselves to tap into that? And yeah. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I will see you guys in your selected pile. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. Let's see what is your Shakti untapped potential that you haven't quite explored yet. And we're going to see what that blockage is. So let's have a look here and let's see what is going on. What is going on? Oh my God. Sorry, you guys. I'm getting my chair. Okay, so we have the deer. Mother energy for sure. The 10 of Wands and that little heart there. Okay, so mother energy, the moon, more mother energy. Okay. And then we have the water magic. Okay. The ability to be able to wrap up cycles just like the moon, right? The moon, has a cycle of 28 days and then the cycle repeats again. And so, these are going to be your main blockages as to why you haven't tapped into this side or this energy here. So with the deer, what I'm picking up intuitively, right? The deer is very loving. The deer is intuitive. The deer is such a graceful, gentle, nurturing energy. And so this is the feminine, earthy aspect of that feminine energy. That was redundant. Okay, so this energy here for you guys, first of all, you have this mother energy to you where you're able to nurture, to care for, to see things grow, right? There is this also beauty. Mothers are a very beautiful energy, right? The mother energy. And so you have this quiet tenderness to you, this quiet power to you. You have the ability to birth things and to see them become what they need to be, kind of like a mother raising their children, right? And you're able to draw in new life to you, like Empress energy, right? You're able to attract, you're able to plant the seed and watch it grow. And you're also someone who's very compassionate and very gentle. You're very receptive as well. You might be very drawn to children. But what I'm picking up here, your superpower is, or your Shakti power is that steady, progressive energy. You're able to go from the darkness to the light and then back again, kind of like the moon, right? We go from the new moon to the full moon when it's shining its brightest. And that is your Shakti power. You're able to go between these energies, dance between these polarities within you and within your own life. But also, you also have the ability as well to impact human psyche. And you're able to tap into your own psyche for that matter. And you do have these periods of emptiness and darkness, but you know that there's always light waiting for you in order for you to be reborn into a new phase. And for some of you as well, with that 10 of Wands, you're able to carry a heavy load. Think of a mother, right? A mother carries a heavy load. She has to take care of her kids. She has to nurture them, and she has to, that mother energy. Don't just think like the female, like gender wise, just that feminine mother energy. But they carry a heavy load. But again, mothers always make things happen, right? Mothers always, there is no to a mother, right? Mothers make the world go round, basically. And that's your Shakti power. It's like you make things happen. You're able to go from this complete void energy into being reborn into a beautiful new phase. And that's with anything in life, whether it be yourself, whether it be a project. But you're able to renew yourself. You're good at that, at renewing yourself, going through the cycles, going through the ebb and flow of the waters on earth. You're able to also affect other people's emotions in such a way that it's in their psyche, it's at a subconscious level. You're able to as well bring things into people's consciousness, things that they've been hiding in the back. And you mirror things to people as well. That is your Shakti energy there. And you're going to have moments as well where you're going to be wanting to be isolated. You might resonate a lot with moon energy. There's going to be moments where you're going to be in hermit mode and you're going to be like, yeah, I don't want to. But then there's going to be times when, you know, you want to be in the light. You want to be seen when you're in your full moon energy. And there is this beautiful balance that you're able to have, whether you recognize it within yourself or not. But you have this beautiful balance, and you're able to bring and mirror this balance to other people as well. Also, you make time for yourself, for your feelings, and for your spiritual needs. Let's see. What is the big blockage? Why haven't we tapped into this? Because you have amazing creative abilities, intuitive abilities as well. But it's like with the little heart here, at the same time, it could be mother wounding as well. For some of you, you could have had a really bad relationship with your mother or with the motherly figure in your life. But also there is like a blockage to your heart chakra as well here with the tiny little heart. It's like we tend to focus more here on like the outer achievements, the productivity, the social engagements, and not so much, you focus more on the outer world and not so much on the inner world as well. But once you tap into this, you're going to be able to go back and forth in this energy in perfect balance and harmony. But let's see, what is the biggest blockage here? Sensuality. Okay. And the Knight of Pentacles. And shed the old skin. And we have a snake here, a serpent. So there's a resistance to let go of an old ideology or an old mask or an old belief. There's something here that you're still holding on to, and that is your biggest blockage. And it can be resentment to your mother. It can be as well that you have not allowed. It could be sexual trauma as well with sensuality here. But there is something here that you haven't let go of, that you need to shed. You need to completely release it in order for you to be able to tap into this Shakti energy, into this hidden, unawakened, your Antar Shakti. Get comfortable in your sensuality. Get comfortable with your body. get comfortable with your emotions as well. Because there is this, like with the Knight of Pentacles too, again, like I said, there's a big focus on outer things, in the outer world, in the 3D things. And I feel like in order for you to tap into this Antar Shakti energy, you have to bring the attention back within yourself, back to your emotions, back to your feelings, to your spiritual needs. Because the Shakti aspect of you is saying, you know what? We understand that you need to be focused, because we do live in a world where it's very 3D based. And so the side of you is saying, but also the inner world within you is as much, if not more important than the 3D world. So you need to bring it back to that. Because there is this, it's like you're afraid of going on this journey of renewal. So it feels stuck. It's like there's so much distractions going on. And it's important for you, the biggest blockage here, it's because you haven't, it's like you use these distractions to not tap into the unwanted or the unembraced part of your being. And until you arrive at this place of resolution, you will not be able to tap into this Shakti power, or it'll be a lot more difficult. Because they're saying the finest treasures are hidden within you. And that's where people really dread going. This is where people are the most afraid to go. But yeah, that is your biggest blockage, pile number 1. I hope that it resonated. Take care of yourself. Have a beautiful weekend. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Let's have a look. Let's see. What is your Antar Shakti? What is that untapped, unawakened energy within you? And what is the blockage? Ooh, we have the Lion. You might have strong Leo in your chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay. Very beautiful, very creative energy. King of Swords. Ooh, very leader type energy here. This is leadership. This is, you know, someone who's very courageous, who is very much standing in their truth. This is someone who knows who they are, knows how powerful they are. Okay, let's keep upper world. Okay, who are you, pile number 2? And we have hibernation and regeneration. Okay. So, I feel like this side is dormant, like dormant within you. And these are going to be the blockages. So, let's see. With the Lion energy, what I am picking up here is, well, the Lion is very regal. He's a complete master of himself. He is the king of the jungle, and he's very, very patient, very loving, very generous, but he definitely knows his place, right? And in this deck, he rules fire element. So a lot of you might have fire and air, strong air and fire in your chart, but the Lion is giving me self-transformation. Someone who is very dedicated to personal and spiritual growth. But you're also very intimidating. The King of Swords is also very intimidating. He's one of the kings that seems the least approachable. Out of all the kings, if you ask anybody or anybody who reads cards, they'll probably be like, it's like the Queen of Swords. People don't like to see the Queen of Swords. The King of Swords is kind of the same way. That is her counterpart. Because he is very clear cut and to the point. He does not BS around like anything. He will tell you things how it is, and most people don't like that. You know, it's not like the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very approachable, very loving, very caring. King of Pentacles, again, very nurturing too. He has a feminine energy to him as well as the King of Cups. The King of Wands is very charming, so a little bit more approachable as well. But the King of Swords is that energy that is not approachable, very intimidating, just like the lion. So for a lot of you, this Antar Shakti energy within you it's your power, your leadership qualities. And you are, my dear, very intimidating. Very intimidating. You might have noticed this from other people around you and subconsciously. And I know we haven't touched on the blockage, but it is coming up and I have to mention it. Subconsciously, I feel like you know just how powerful you are. And there's like a little bit of like a fear to that. There's a little bit of like, I know how intimidating I can be, so I tone myself down. Shit. Okay. So you tone yourself down, and because you do this, it's like you haven't tapped into this Shakti energy within you. Because you know, you've been through a lot. This is your energy. This is the energy that is sitting there, waiting to be explored, waiting to be tapped into. You've gone through the self-transformation. You have dedicated yourself to spiritual growth and personal growth. And you inspire many people, and you will inspire many people. But at the same time, you know very damn well that it's going to intimidate other people, right? It's like seeing a lion right in front of you. Not a lot of people own a lion, you know? They're intimidated by that. But you're someone who is to be respected by a lot of people. Think of snake energy too. A lot of people fear the snake, but it's respected. So is the lion. It's like the King of Swords. He is my professional at something. He is my doctor. He is my lawyer. He is my... there's some type of a title attached to the King of Swords, just like the lion. So there's some type of like regalness to you, a title attached to you, and it's because you've done the work, you've studied something, you know. And that's not to say that you're above anybody else, because nobody is above anybody else, and that's something I always say. But there is a lot of wisdom, there is a lot of knowledge that you do possess, and it comes from also the upper world, which is such a beautiful card to see, because you're like a balance between the spiritual but also the intellect. Very beautiful energy here. And also it's like there's this energy about you that is hard to access. And that might be why people feel intimidated by you. But also, you know, your energy, you're very observant. You're very precise. You observe things. And once you observe and you like, you know, look at things, then you take action. Also, you're someone who does not waste energy or resources in things that are not going to bring you peace, love, harmony, or anything good your way. What else am I picking up here? For a lot of you also, you're very connected to this upper world energy. Very, very connected. And you're able to take the signs and the messages that you receive and speak about them. Guide others maybe. Give like seminars, webinars, or, you know, communicate it to the world in whatever outlet it is you choose. But you're very connected to the angels, to the ancient ones, to your ancestors, to divine helpers, to animals even as well, because we do have this owl here. Even through your dreams, I feel like you're able to get so much information from the upper world. You might even sleep with crystals. You might have a lot of like clusters as well. I feel like you're someone who needs a lot of time alone to regenerate and kind of recharge type of energy. You're someone who is able to tap into possibilities that other people hasn't been able to tap into, you know? It's like when you dream, you're able to go to that place where the spirits of the dead arrive and where they complete their journey, and you're like able to extract information from that. But your Shakti power or your Shakti energy that you haven't tapped into is that fully realized self version of you. It's like for a lot of you also, it's like not falling into temptation. There might be a lot of temptation around you as well. You're someone who can take great leaps. And you also know that you can't jump the Grand Canyon in two small leaps. Like, that's not going to happen. You know pretty well it's going to take work to get there, to cross this beautiful landscape. You're someone who is able to, like I said, tap into spirit and kind of use that as your map, as your compass to get through things. You're someone who does not shy away from things as well. You're an amazing leader, pile number 2. It's just all there. It's sitting there. It's dormant. Literally, it's dormant here. Let's see, what is the biggest obstacle that we have here? Connection. Integrating this aspect of you. Maybe you've never really felt connected to other people. Maybe it's hard for you to create friendships because of this intimidating energy that you don't see within yourself, but other people around you can see this. Work on your solar plexus and your sacral as well. And your throat with the King of Swords, and crown, actually, crown chakra. But integrating these two aspects of self, it's like you're seeing them as very different. As like, oh, this is me at work, for example. This one will be at work, King of Swords. This is me at work, and with friends, I'm this. Or like, it's like you need to blend them together. You're seeing them as separate. The Star. Yeah, healing these aspects of self, but also being truth and authentic with yourself about who you are. You dim your light. You have all this light here. Look at all this light. But you dim it with darkness around you. Because you're like, oh, I'm too much. And maybe you were told when you were little, like, I'm too much. Or, you know, or you're too powerful. Or, you know, I feel like this is more common in women than men. And that's why I'm going to use this example. But, you know, it's kind of like, oh, you can't have a strong opinion or a strong voice because men don't like that. That type of thing, you know. That needs to be healed. Because this is Aquarius energy right here. I feel like you're more comfortable in this King of Swords than you are in this Lion archetype energy. And speaking of the Grand Canyon, it's like you need to blend these two to create this beautiful well of substance within you. Because it's all there, but it's like you have them in different compartments. And then we have here shapeshifter. Yeah, it's like this is the blockage. I feel like you tend to shapeshift a lot. And people can read you. Aquarius energy. If you guys have a lot of Aquarius energy, I have Aquarius moon in Vedic. So I tend to, it's like this energy of like, keep things a little, there's more to you, but it's like you keep an aspect of self hidden, right? And so I feel like that's the big blockage here. That you don't need to keep that aspect of self. You need to embody who you are completely without any shame or regret or judgment. I feel like this has been a big obstacle for you, but I feel like for many of you, because this is in your blockage, I feel like you're more comfortable in that, but we need to blend this a little bit more. But yeah, you tend to shapeshift a lot. And I feel like it's because you're afraid to unveil your gifts fully. There's a fear here about that. But I feel, like I said, you're very connected to this, to like the animals. I feel like you have a lot of animal totems. Maybe some of them are the snake. We have the eagle. We have the wolf here. You have so many gifts here. You might have Shadabisha. I believe that's how you say it. 100 healers. And I feel like maybe you just need to integrate this a little bit more. Find balance into it. As I'm saying, my crown chakra is tingling. Hold on. I feel like your crown chakra is very, you get a lot of information. It's very active. But I feel like you're in the process of transformation. I feel like you're in the process already of shape-shifting this. I feel like it was dormant, but I feel like you're in the process of blending these two energies together. And I feel like you're doing this in your sleep, I heard REM sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I just cut the deck. We have the 12th house. This is the house of sleeps, dreams, but also the house of karma and healing. And again, you guys are very, very spiritual, like very spiritual. I feel like when you tap into this Antar Shakti aspect of you, there's gonna be no stopping you, because you are someone who is very much supported by the angelic team. It's just this energy of like tapping into it and blending these aspects to you, which I feel like you're on your way there. Pile number 2, but very powerful energy. Take care of yourself, stay safe. That is what I have for you. Have an amazing weekend. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Let's see, what is your Antar Shakti energy that you haven't tapped into and why? So let's have a look here. The Spider. Ooh, very beautiful energy. The Knight of Wands. Creativity. And the Luminous Warrior. And Tears of Joy and Sadness. Okay. That's the blockages, so we're going to look into that after. But what I'm picking up here, your energy, you're a creator. Pile number 3, you are a creator. You are someone who is very much a weaver, like the spider. You're very connected to your ancestors. You're someone who, your greatest gift is weaving. And you're able to weave things into existence for not only yourself, but for those around you. So you might see that when you say something about your friend, like let's say you're like, oh, you're going to get that job. They get that job because you are able to kind of like the threads of life and weave things, not only for yourself, but for your friends. So if you tell your partner, you know what, this is going to go like this, and it goes like that, because you have power in intention. You are an amazing manifester. And I feel like you're someone who is able to also create prosperity out of thin air. You're able to manifest it out of thin air. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to see money flying from the sky. I mean, it would be great, but it's not, right? You're able to manifest, like, for example, you're like, I need money. You're able to manifest like new clients or new projects, or, you know, like that. Avenues for income to come in. You're also someone who, like I said, you're very, very creative. Also, the spiders, you are able to create this beautiful tapestry in your life that will sustain you. Spider webs are very strong, and they're very unique to each spider. So you're able to see creativity everywhere. You're also someone who is very process-oriented, not a result-oriented person. With this energy of the Knight of Wands, you charge forward. There's a lot of conviction. There's a lot of courage in going after the things that you desire. With the Luminous Warrior energy, number 32 being a 5, you're very free as well with your creative expression, with the way you do things. And with this warrior energy, this is an interesting card because you are someone who does not back down from a fight. You're someone who nothing keeps you from achieving the things that you want, very much like the Knight of Wands, right? And a warrior has to be impeccable in their word, but also in their work. And he is someone who is able to lead as well for others. He represents power, wisdom, and beauty. Let's see, what is your biggest block? You are your biggest block. Okay. Resistance. There's a lot that you resist. You resist stepping into this warrior energy. You resist being the weaver of your life. You resist looking at yourself for who you are completely. Maybe because your life hasn't been easy with this tears of joy and happiness, right? But it's like you choose not to. And it's not about taking responsibility, but it's like, I just don't want to get involved, or I don't want to do that type of thing. For others of you, you might be like the Knight of Wands, right? As a blockage. You might go towards something and then don't continue it. And the Spider energy tells you it requires work. It requires work. It's a process. It's not about the results. Because the results will come in after the process happens. After, the results are in the pudding type of thing. Also knowing, your biggest blockage is also knowing when to fight and when to not. Like when to be this warrior energy and when not to. Because if not, we are wasting our resources, our energy, and things that are not. But also if we're resisting to push forward and keep putting energy in things that really matter to us, then we're not creating or weaving things at their fullest potential. And so that is creating a blockage. That is creating a resistance. But also you telling yourself like, no. Or maybe other people around you also telling you no. Like, no, you can't do that. No, that's not good for you. The Page of Wands. Yeah, it's like first is the page, then is a knight. It's like you have so many ideas, so many visions, but you resist going after them. You resist weaving them. You resist fighting for them. It's like you're this amazing warrior, but you allow these pages to come and tell you like, oh no, to talk you out of something. But it's like, why are you asking people for directions when they've never been in your shoes or in your place type of thing, right? Unleash the wild within. Yeah. There's this side of you that wants to be expressed, but you have not unleashed it yet. And it's very interesting because she's looking up just like this page. It's like throwing fire from its mouth. It's the same thing here. It's like you're not allowing yourself to not spit out fire, but like speak things into being, go after the things that you want, to allow this creative energy to come out through you and be expressed through you. It's like this aspect of you that you have not allowed yourself to kind of even like dipped your toes in. And if you have, it's like you don't allow yourself to go to this Knight of Wands. Is you only go as far as the Page of Wands aspect of you will take you. But it's like this energy that wants to come out. It wants to come out. And it is going to erupt. It is going to come out eventually. But don't allow pages to tell you that you are the warrior here, that something is a no, that something's not going to work out for you. Because you and your full embodiment and in this tapping into your Shakti power, you are an amazing creator. You are an amazing manifester. You're someone who can make things happen. And you're someone who has a lot of energy. You're someone who doesn't get tired that often, okay? You might have a lot of fire in your chart. And I feel like also a big blockage here is that you might become very impatient as well in the process, because like we said with the spider, it requires a process. So there's this like push and pull energy within you because you have so many things, but it's like, can we commit to these things? Like tackling one thing at a time. That is the blockage here. But also allowing yourself to, you know, be this Knight of Wands, be this beautiful warrior, embody this spider energy within you, this spider medicine within you, because you can make things happen and you're really good at it. And not only for yourself, but for other people as well. You have a lot of energy behind your words or behind your intentions. But that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye.